I can't speak for them. I can only talk for myself. And, obviously I know I've been, pretty lately. So, but sorry about my words there. But, it happens, those stretches, they happen. Maybe it's a little too long for myself, but tomorrow's a new day, and us as a line, we're going to go out, work hard, try our best, and try and be a good line.
He's very aware of where he's at, and we've had some good conversations over the last couple of days. He's had a couple of real good days of practice here, understanding where his game's at, where he can make improvements, and what's expected in the future. So he's very aware of where his game's at and where it needs to be, and I fully expect him to play well tomorrow.
I mean, I've always been very good at assessing my own game, and I have no problem saying that I haven't been playing to my capabilities, but like I said, those stretches happen, and I've always come out of them as a better player, and I'm positive that it'll happen this time too.
Well, the 5-on-5 play, the more balance is if you look at the way the first half went. I mean, those two guys, first 20 games jetted out, and it was pretty remarkable what they're doing. So would I love to see that continue? Sure it would, but that wasn't realistic. So the 5-on-5 play, the first half, you look at our special teams have both been in the top 10 or a lot of time top 5. Our goaltending's fairly solid, a couple slips here and there, but fairly solid. But the 5-on-5 play is a concern, and it was a concern early that our scoring was coming from mainly two guys, and then teams came in and they start taking away those two guys. So you're looking for some balance somewhere, and we haven't had enough of that. So what happens is you end up chasing games, and you give up some of your 5-on-5 play. To me is offense and defense. So we were giving up some of our 5-on-5 play on the defensive side to try to compensate for the offensive side, and we're giving up way more than we should be giving up. So we're looking for that balance of creating more offense, but also being a strong defending team.
Sure. Yeah.
When you have that time to, right now you're going to have some dispersion between games and a little more time to recover. Can that help?
Yeah, it helps, obviously. It's nice to get a couple of days off and work a little bit on certain things and rest a little bit. So, hopefully it'll be good for our team, and we can show that tomorrow.
Very much so. He's a player that all players go through adversity. This is some adversity that I think will do him very well as he moves on. He's the epitome of what we just talked about. He's trying to win. We're down 4-2. He's going to do whatever he can to help us win, and he thinks by scoring that helps us win. And sometimes you can't blame him for thinking that way because we're down. Right? That's just the way it is. But as we've got chasing more and more, his game the imbalance has come there from giving away too much, and he's ended up chasing it more than the team's chasing it. So there's some of them. We go through every scenario, every goal, and he's gobbled some minuses that should be nowhere close to, but he's on the ice because he's on the ice a lot, and there's places that he can clean up. So those are things we've talked about the last few days. And like I say, I fully expect him. He's well aware of where his game's at, where we are as a team. I expect him to start turning the other way and go upward starting tomorrow.